Tensions are boiling over in Minnesota nearly 10 days after the death of Renee Good. She was the woman who was shot by an ICE officer. Protesters turning out in the freezing cold temperatures as immigration sweeps intensify. And over the weekend, with ICE saying it made thousands of arrests in Minneapolis since operations began. ABC's Michelle Franson has more.
On this Martin Luther King Jr. holiday, marches championing the civil rights icon.
Hallelujah for the immigrants in my life.
And standing against federal immigration operations and the fatal shooting of Minneapolis resident Renee Good by ICE officer Jonathan Ross. In New York City, a march for justice across the Brooklyn Bridge. This one in Philadelphia.
Celebrating on this day to talk about stopping ICE, because I know where MLK would be on this day if he was still alive. He'd be right here, standing against what the real enemy is, racism.
A show of solidarity with Minneapolis, which has become a flashpoint for immigration operations, protests, and unrest since Good's death. Homeland Security says DHS law enforcement has arrested 3,000 people in the past 6 weeks. Multiple attorneys allege some of those detained during operations and protests, including at least one U.S. citizen, have been denied by DHS their constitutional right to see an attorney. In a statement, DHS is denying those claims, adding all detainees, quote, have opportunities to communicate with their family members and lawyers.
ICE out! Protect our routes!
Despite the cold, protests have not stopped. Community response members warning residents when ICE agents are nearby. And taking down vital information of those taken into custody.
Videotape, do constitutional observing, blow whistles, let neighbors know that ICE is on the block and it's not safe to come outside.
And again, that was Michelle Franson reporting. President Trump says that he does not plan to invoke the Insurrection Act in Minneapolis for now. We do know, though, that 2 defense officials say 1,500 active duty troops are on alert in case of deployment.